What's going on, everybody? It is Jamie and welcome to the channel Thrift on Fire. If you're new here, I'm normally going to garage sales, estate sales, thrift stores, places like that where I can find stuff cheap to flip online. Today we're going to be doing a what sold video, mostly going to be talking about eBay, Etsy, and Poshmark. Also big news, baseball's back. If you're a Jays fan, leave me a comment down below. Do you think this is going to be a winning season? I'm always interested to hear what you guys are thinking. One other thing I wanted to touch on before we get into the what solds, I've also been selling on a big Cartel store. I've just been selling stickers so far. I have some t-shirts on the way, but right now I'm just selling stickers. I think they're $3. I'll throw a picture up here. Just a pretty basic sticker. Selling it super cheap. You know, all that money just goes back into the channel to help buy equipment and, you know, basically make things better for this channel. So if you guys buy stuff from me like that, I really appreciate it. You know, no pressure or anything like that, but if you're interested, I will leave a link down below in the video description. Okay, so let's get into the first item. All right, this first item is a lot of 2 mini DVDs. Now you see me pick this up in that last video I posted where it was like a day in life of a reseller. So every day I was going out and you kind of seen what I was doing, or if I was in the house working, I just sort of told you what I was doing. I was going out on my lunch break, you know, but I picked these up in that big lot of DVDs. So I paid $1 each for these. I lotted these ones up. So, you know, 45 bucks, I think for everything, I only paid like 50 or something like that. I've already sold, I think another, like the Sony Black Disc ones was sold. It's not part of this what sold, but I think those, they sold for like 25 or 30 bucks. And then I mentioned at the end of the last video that I made a mistake and sold a whole bunch of other DVDs cheaper than I should have, but I was okay with that because I knew things were gonna roll and sell. So here we go, 45 bucks for these brand new mini DVDs. What I would say the difference between the two is the one has got a little bit of a like fade from sun or something, and the other one's brand new. If you see them side by side, the one on I guess it would be my left. I don't know what it is on the screen, but the far side for me, that is a little bit discolored, and the other one looks like brand new. Like you could go buy that in Staples or Walmart or The Source, you know, or wherever you buy media like this these days. It looks brand new. The other one does look a little faded, but they are both brand new and sealed. So 45 bucks was pretty good on this one, and it didn't take too long to sell. I'm gonna say within the first week listed. Next up, another eBay sale. Let me show you a few pictures of this. This is a wool blanket. It's Pendleton. It's actually Land's End, and it's by Pendleton, but it is 100% wool blanket. It's more modern. This one isn't vintage or anything, and there's the actual tag right there. You can see it says, I can't see anything because it's the screen, but I think it says Land's End, home of Pendleton. So I guess it's their home brand. I don't really know much about this, but the one thing I do know, guys, is if you see anything wool, you should look it up. Wool sells for good money, always. Like there's very few things, unless you know it's grandma made, homemade something, maybe then it does not going to sell for big money. But most things that are wool definitely sell for better money than, you know, a regular throw blanket or a regular blanket like this. Obviously, wool definitely helps. Very desirable, very expensive to buy brand new. So, you know, if you see wool, always look it up. Next up, we have an Etsy sale. Now, I've got all these pins from a yard sale video from last summer. I've kind of sold through some of the better pins, to be honest, and some of the patches that were out of there. I think most of the t-shirts in that big Harley find, I don't want to call it necessarily a buy, it was just this yard sale I stumbled across. Actually, I will link that yard sale down below if you're interested. It was this one guy and he had all this stuff, and I got this stuff for a super good deal. So basically, I've took the rest of the pins and made, I don't know if I've made 2 lots, but I've lotted them up so they're together, and all the patches, I've lotted them up and they're together for, you know, a good chunk of money. And there was a few that were worth more money that I kind of kept aside and left them by themselves. And this one sold for $25 plus shipping on Etsy. This went to the US. I think I charged $8 to ship it out. It cost me, I shipped this one out this morning. I think it cost me $6 through Stallion Express to ship this to the US with tracking. So that was pretty awesome. You know, the other picture is just of, I don't think of the back of it. It's just kind of to show that it's in foam. Yeah, just a nice Harley Davidson owner pin. So if you find these things when you're out thrifting, probably not thrifting, but if you're at garage sales or estate sales, something like that, and you see somebody has Harley Davidson pins, definitely pick them up. You can get them cheap because they will sell for pretty decent money. Next up, Duran Duran DVD CD mix. I guess it's a little bit of a combo. You guys see me pick this up, I think, in that last video as well, the week and a part-time reseller. This thing sold pretty quick for $18.50 plus shipping. Now in the past, I had always shipped these in Canada with stamps. As you can see here, DVDs and media like video games, I've bumped up to $8 right now because of the negative feedback that I have on eBay right now, which I'm still working through. It took, if you can believe it, I'm just gonna stop what I'm talking about here for a minute. If I go back to the feedback, can you believe it took 2 weeks from somebody from eBay, a supervisor from eBay, to actually contact me to talk to me personally about this? I think that is ridiculous. I called and talked to multiple people, talked to somebody on Facebook for eBay for Business. I've sent emails, but to actually physically get someone to pick up the phone and call me took 2 weeks. Now, the other thing that's silly about it is the person who I was talking to, the supervisor, 100% agreed with me on the feedback should be removed, but because of the way that the policies are on eBay, I'm still in the wrong. So they were trying to do like a workaround to help me out, but so far I still have the one negative feedback, so nothing I can do there. So in the meantime, as you can see, I've changed my shipping. Right now I'm not offering letter mail shipping. I'm offering $6 to the US for an item like this, and in Canada it's $8. You know, if you don't want to buy it from me, I guess you're not going to buy it right now. I might change my policies in the future and go back to letter mail. My friend on Instagram, and he has a YouTube channel here, John, I'll link your channel down below. Great guy. He kind of told me what to do. Maybe I'll put a little blurb up on the screen of his policy. He basically said that, you know, the buyer is taking responsibility if they pick letter mail, but you have to have multiple shipping options available. So if you had, you know, letter mail and then $8 option and then like a full-on regular tracked option or expedited option, and the buyer picked letter mail, I guess then they would be at fault. So thanks, John, for the advice. Something I'm definitely looking into, but for the time being, you know, this still sold with, you know, $8 shipping, so pretty happy with this one. All right, so I will try to throw up pictures of each individual item. This was a Poshmark sale. Somebody offered me a bundle deal. So the Miami Heat jersey, that came from this store buyout that I did a few months ago, where I went to, I think it was Kitchener, Cambridge, Waterloo, somewhere in that area. I can't remember where was that? I'm gonna say Cambridge, but they're kind of all the same in my mind, and I do apologize for that. Yeah, so I will link that down below as well, this whole store buyout. That was kind of a cool video, but I'm pretty sure this Miami Heat Shaq jersey came from there. So my buy cost for that jersey was $6.66, which is kind of a funny number in my opinion. But yeah, so this jersey, great. This vintage shirt right here, I'll pop it up on the screen. New England Patriots, new tag, dead stock. I've had this now for over a year. I thought it would sell, so when if I'm giving it away cheaper in a bundle, I don't mind because I've had it too long. Same with this vintage Toronto shirt. I've had it probably close to a year. I'd have to go back and look. So to get rid of that one, pretty good. So, some vintage stuff you have to sit on for the right person, but you know, that's just sort of how vintage stuff works. Unless it's super desirable, you got to look for the one person who wants that shirt and is willing to pay a little bit more money for it. On the other one, this is cool, Mighty Ducks Goldberg shirt. Had this one for a while too. I really thought it would sell fast because it's a cool shirt, popular franchise. If it fit me, I probably would wear it. But a men's medium, let's be honest, I'm not gonna slide into a men's medium anytime soon. If we look here, I accepted an offer of $90. Poshmark fees were $18, so I'm going to make $72. Now, if you think about it, I have this listed alone for $75, the Miami jersey. So, am I losing any money on this? No, because realistically, I have like $4, $4, $4, and then potentially $6.66 into this one right here. So not too bad, really. And like I said, the two items have been hanging on forever. The Goldberg jersey, I'm very surprised it didn't sell for better money. And the Shaq jersey, I'm not into a lot of money. So this was a good offer for me. Would you guys accept offers like this? Let me know. All right, so another Poshmark sale here. This was a Livestrong jacket. You guys see me pick this one up again in a video. I'm pretty sure it was in Woodstock at the beginning of the video from the week in the life of resale. This was another fast sale. I did accept the best offer of this. I think I had it listed for 30 bucks. Took 25 bucks on Poshmark. I believe I'm gonna make $20 on this, and I paid about $8 for this, so pretty good. Obviously, you know, I would have liked to get a little more money, but you get a sale, when you get an offer that's, you know, $5, I would probably send an offer like that to somebody anyway at some point. So when I get something like that, I'm just gonna take it. Like I've said on this channel a bunch of times, I'm not necessarily a max profit guy anyway. So 25 bucks for this, I'd take that just about any day of the week. Now, I don't think these were in a video or anything like that. I think I just picked these up thrifting one day. These are a pair of Keds, which is a brand that I probably wouldn't pick up very much unless I found them at the bins. But these ones are kind of unique because they are Taylor Swift edition, so it's like a collab. And they've got these little sunglasses or glasses on them. They're pretty cool. Not a huge Taylor Swift fan myself, but you know, she's very popular, obviously. Nice shoes, not brand new, nice brand, nice collab, nice shoe. It sold for, you see the crossed out there, it actually sold for a best offer $35. Somebody sent me an offer. I accepted it. There's the little the glasses on there. I thought that was kind of cool. So I accepted an offer of $35 plus shipping, and these sold within the same week, if not few days that they were listed. That doesn't happen that often with shoes. Normally with shoes, I find I have to hang on to them sometimes for like 2 to 4 months before they sell. Right now, a lot of this stuff that I've listed in the winter is just starting to sell, like running shoes, because people are looking for boots. They weren't really looking for shoes unless they were indoor shoes, but the weather's getting nicer. So people are, I think personally, people are looking more at running shoes right now, and I've been selling a lot more shoes lately. All right, so this Fanatics jersey, this is one of the ones that I picked up for somewhere between $14 and $19, depending on, I don't exactly remember if I got this the first, second, or third time. I got this from the discounted sporting goods store that I was talking about in other videos, but this one is a Fanatics breakaway jersey, sold for $72 on Poshmark. You know, brand new with tags. Really nice jersey. This is a men's one. I do have some ones that I talked about recently that were all women's. So this one is a men's. So this one came from, I think, like the beginning of January then. So $72, you know, I paid max 20 bucks for this thing. Pretty good sale. And with the NHL playoffs, I think are starting to kick off right now. I'm not really super big into hockey, but I think that I did see, maybe the playoffs haven't started yet. Maybe it's just seen that teams are clinching. Isn't that terrible? Canadians are supposed to be, you know, all about hockey, and I know very little about hockey, to be honest, these days. I used to love watching the Maple Leafs with, you know, with my dad back in the day, and it was a really cool thing we did as a family, and then it's just been something I haven't really followed. But regardless, this right here, pretty good sale, 72 bucks. I will put up on the screen maybe the actual amount that I get to keep out of that $72. Cool thing about Poshmark is they do a little breakdown for you that shows you, and then if you haven't sold on Poshmark before, what happens is they send you a label. You send it to the person who bought it. When they receive it and accept it, Poshmark releases the money to your account. And then you can either, you know, bank that money. I like to bank the money for a whole month and just pay myself out at the beginning of every month or the end of every month. That's how I do it, but you could take the money, you know, weekly, daily, any way you want from Poshmark as soon as it's released to your account. Another Poshmark sale. This one's not for big money, but I wanted to talk about it for a minute. So I sold this Harley Davidson t-shirt to somebody, I think in BC. And then right after that, I sold a pair of Harley Davidson jeans. So I went to go grab the jeans. I went to go grab the shirt. I had the shirt. I printed the label, put the label on the shirt, set it to the side. Okay? Went to go find the jeans. Couldn't find the jeans. I sold the jeans already on eBay about a month ago, and for some reason didn't delist it on Poshmark or Vinted. So I went back and did that after the fact. So then I realized, okay, so I have to cancel the jeans on Poshmark. I don't have these. I sort of sent the person a little message before I did it, canceled it. Oh crap, I canceled the t-shirt. And I already printed the shipping label and everything, so that was bad. So what did I do? Basically what I did is I said, I reached out to the buyer of this and said, oh my goodness, I just canceled your order. I'm so sorry. Can you please, you know, I will give you a better deal. I'm going to relist it, put it up right now, find it, make me an offer, no matter what it is. You know, whatever you think is fair. I'm sorry for the inconvenience, and I will accept it. So 15 bucks, I'm going to let it go for that. I paid $4 for this. I'm probably still making a few dollars. It was my mistake, 100%. I've never canceled an order that I actually had before, so oops. But it did work out in the end, and the reason why I wanted to share this one with you guys is because, you know, I still make mistakes quite regularly, even though that I feel like for the most part I know what I'm doing. It happens, and currently this week last week and this week I'm working midnight shift, and I do not sleep well on it. So I'm doing, I'm trying to work on this stuff when I am minimal sleep. I'm not using that as an excuse, but like my brain's not firing 100% when I'm on, midnight shift. Afternoon shift, I love afternoon shift. I can get up in the morning early, work super hard, and then I can be tired at my afternoon shift job, because I do work all 3 shifts at work: days, afternoons, midnights. Day shift I find pretty hard because I have to work pretty hard at work, come home tired, and then still have the motivation to get through, listing, shipping, if I have to source that day. So it's a lot more, it feels a lot harder to do the eBay stuff. Now, a midnight shift, I feel like I have a lot more time because I sleep less, and then even on my shift at work, a lot of times I can look at my phone and play with stuff, and even list on my breaks at work sometimes. So midnight shift's not too bad, but mentally it does mess with you a bit. And I feel like that was part of the thing here. I was just sort of, I was in zombie mode and made a mistake. So we all do still make mistakes. I think even if you did this for 20 years, you're gonna make some mistakes. So if you do make a mistake, don't beat yourself up too much. Just kind of reach out, see what kind of damage control you can do. The last thing I want to share with you guys was this one. So I'm gonna make a little bit of money on mirror strikers. This was also in that video from last week where, it was the week in the life of a reseller. I picked up mirror strikers. I think when I picked it out of the cabinet, I opened it up quick, looked, the disc wasn't too bad. There was no manual. I wasn't really thinking about that. I kind of looked it up quick on my phone. Looked like it was selling for good money, but the ones selling for good money are with the manual, basically. So this was still in good shape, disc only. I think I basically took a picture of the back, took a picture of it with, just no manual, and then I usually try to show the disc on a little bit of an angle to show any defects. It's really hard to show defects on a disc anyway, so I usually just put them as good, or if they are scratched up but still work, I'll put acceptable. I never put anything more than that. As you can see right here, so you can see right here, condition is, everything's popping up. Condition is good. So I paid, I think, what, $9.99 for this. I'll go back and look to be sure in case I'm super wrong, but I think I paid about $10 for this. Sold it for $20. Maybe I'll do like a little e-profit breakdown. Didn't lose any money on shipping or anything like that. I'm gonna guess I made a couple of bucks on this, but it's better than losing a couple of bucks, which I thought I might do. If you guys are sticking around this long, I really do appreciate it. I'm gonna give you a little insight of the things that I think I'm gonna be working on video-wise. I'm gonna be doing a video review of Posh Sidekick. It's a really great add-on automation app that you can use in Poshmark that helps you share, it helps you send out offers, it helps you do a lot of things. It helps you with the social aspect of Poshmark. Prior to using that, a lot of last year I was paying somebody on Fiverr to share my closet. It wasn't so much that it was expensive, it was just inconvenient. I didn't really like it a lot, and then what happened was the person stopped doing it on Fiverr, and I couldn't find somebody else that was in the right price range or that I thought I could trust. That's a big thing, obviously, because you have to give them your username and password when you're using Fiverr. But I do want to talk about that on the channel because I actually had some problems getting it going, and I got a hold of the owner of the company. He helped me out huge on this one, and he's been super awesome. I also talked to the same gentleman I spoke about in the video before, John. It'll be linked down below. He has, like I said, also has a YouTube channel and an Instagram that's, he has some pretty cool stuff that he's doing. I think he's in Eastern Canada, so John, I will link it down below. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for the help. Thanks for the advice. He also was trying to give me some advice on Posh Sidekick, and I did appreciate it. What else? I think when I'm off a week in April, that is the week of the Jay's Home Opener. Pretty excited about that. I think I might do another week in the life of. I might try to shorten the clips to maybe I'll do like a maximum of 2 minutes a clip, just because, 30 minutes is pretty long. So I thought if I could do, cut it down a little bit, I will try, just to give you guys an idea of, what kind of stuff goes on. Obviously, the home opener is going on that week, so you know what I'll be doing that day. Super excited about that. I just can't even get the smile off my face thinking about it. Yeah, so other than that, it's just going to be regular videos coming to you guys, and I really appreciate it. The growth in this channel has been really good, and I do appreciate it. Once again, if you wanted to buy some stickers to support me, the link's down below. And until next time, guys, take care, stay safe. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.